Now you got the German girl. Now you can't do anything about it anymore. Yes, you're stuck with me now. So I'm going to say hi to the audience, and then I say hi to you, and then we can start. And if you don't like a question, you can either cry or yell at me, and I will stop.
You start crying immediately.
Oh, good. Hello from the Music Interview Corner. Today with Pressure Points, with Juha and Vili. Hi.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
We have to be careful that we don't mix up the languages now, because we spoke Finnish earlier and some German, and we just discussed that your name, Vili, is coming from Germany, right?
That's very true. I recently found out that it's coming from the name Wilhelm, which means actually will is kind of in the battlefield, like you have a strong will, and then helm is coming from helmet, which you wear in the battlefield. So Wilhelm, and that's where Vili derives also.
Yeah, Wilhelm was also a mighty ruler in Germany.
Oh, right.
And he has his own city named after him. It's called Wilhelmshaven, like Wilhelmshaven. That's where I was born, actually.
All right. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, but we also wanted to talk about your new album. Your third album, The Island, is going to come out very soon, on March 17th, right?
Yes, this Friday, and we're really thrilled about it.
How was the recording process?
It was actually quite fast. I think we started in October, or like in our meter, quite fast. We started in October and then ended in February, early February, I think. So it was actually the first time that we made an album with a deadline. So we had to have it ready on a certain date because we had the agreements with our label and mixers and so on. So it was really tightly packed, 4 months of active recording. And of course, it was really busy at the end. Our keyboardist made like a 48-hour, two days in a row, recording the final stages in the album. So, but we got it done, and we are really proud of the work.
Cool. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, just saying the same things, I suppose, that we worked really hard in the end, you know. I even cancelled, I had a ticket to see Catatonia, and I had to cancel that just so I can record some more vocals.
So sacrifices were made for this album.
Yeah, so.
I hope you can see Catatonia soon, or go on tour with them.
Yeah, I hope so too. I saw them in the summer, so I'm happy. So it wasn't that bad, but yeah.
Do
you have a favorite song on The Island?
That's a tough one, but I must admit that the title track, which is the ending track of the album, I think that pretty much summarizes the whole album. So I will pick that one.
And you?
Yeah, it's a really tough one, and I'm a bit biased to say because I've actually wrote the lyrics to The Island. So, well, it is a really good song, and I liked it from the beginning. Maybe I'm a bit boring and say the same thing.
No, but of course it's the best song if you wrote the lyrics. That totally makes sense. On March 11th, you had a pre-listening party for The Island in Tampere, in the bar, is it called the Treasury Bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that?
It was really nice. We invited some close friends and other people there. Some fans came up with our shirts and stuff, and it was really cool to listen to your own album on a bar. And I was especially delighted because we didn't have to play. We could just enjoy our own music through a LAHTI PA. So
especially after so many sacrifices were made.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. It was really good. So yeah, it was really nice evening. We actually had before that listening. We had rehearsals. The first time we actually really tried to play the new songs as well, just to prepare ourselves for the release gig that's coming up. So it was a nice evening.
Do you want to say when is the release gig and where?
Okay, yeah, it's in next Saturday, 18th of March. So it's going to be in LAHTI, Sammio Sali. There's going to be a happening called Maaliskuun Mustamessu number 5. So we're going to play there with lots of other cool bands as well. It's going to be a nice evening. So
cool. I will put the link here. We put the link and the info for everyone who wants to come there.
Cool.
Oh yeah, and you have also a very fascinating album artwork for The Island. Who designed it? Oh, you did that. Oh my God, he made so many sacrifices. He wrote the lyrics and he sacrificed the Catatonia gig, and then he even designed the cover. Really?
Yeah, I spent some hours in there as well. Blood and sweat and tears, you know, so. Yeah, but it came out nicely. I had the idea already, and of course, when we all decided eventually that The Island is going to be the title of the album as well, so it was really easy because I wrote the lyrics to the song Island as well. I had certain image of how it would look visually as well, so it got a bit different than I first thought, of course, when discussing with the guys. But overall, it was I'm really happy with the result. And
Yeah, it looks magical, like fantasy or sci-fi. It could also be the cover of a sci-fi movie or sci-fi book.
that is true. It's a bit. The lyrics are a bit about, you escape into your mind in some kind of place, and that's the kind of the island where you hide from the world, kind of escapism thing. So
I want such an island.
yeah, that's the idea of the island in my mind, at least. So
And I noticed your topics in general touch science fiction a lot.
that is true.
Yeah, what fascinates you about these topics?
Well, actually, Vili can tell more about. I only wrote the island lyrics.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah, right.
so-
Yeah,
Right.
it's kind of and I also, like for the first album, I wrote all the lyrics, and then in the second, I wrote half of them, and then Veli-Matti, our keyboardist, wrote the other half. And in the third album, most of the lyrics are done by him. But it's I think it's kind of a separation between like individual topics within like dialogue within your mind and then within yourself, and then there are a few songs that are more like on a global, even a political level. But it's kind of a mixture, this album, of those themes.
You're also the one who founded the band.
Yes.
How did you find Juha and the other guys?
I think it was again Vellu, our keyboard player, who I think he found Juha through some band, and then he directly just contacted him, and then it was kind of a fast-paced, fast ongoing. After that, Juha was immediately interested. Then we booked like a get-together. We went to play some songs, and we were really impressed by his vocal capabilities. And not only we got a great singer, but we also got a guy who now does all the graphic designs for the band, like we just found out.
And who is ready to make sacrifices for the band?
That's what we definitely need. Six guys in this band, or 5 + 1, how you calculate it. So it's a big group of guys.
Do you remember how it was for you when you joined the band?
Yeah, I remember actually. It was Sunday afternoon when I got call from Vellu. I didn't know Vellu Veli-Matti, the keyboardist. I had no idea who was calling, but he introduced himself, and I was like, okay, what's this? And you got some band project going on. Where did you get my number? Stuff like that. But then we had mutual connections, and yeah, and Vellu started talking to me about the band and the music they're doing and about the band history and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, sent me some songs and links, and I listened to it, and it was quite quickly made a decision that, okay, let's see. I want to meet you guys, and let's go to the rehearsals, and that's where it started. But it's a nice Sunday afternoon.
Totally, yes. I also read somewhere that your band a few times almost ended because of lineup changes and the lockdowns and family matters. How did you manage to keep going?
I have to admit, it was simply the music. Throughout my whole musical career, I haven't been in many bands, and I kind of always found the elements that I want to do in music. I found it from this band, and it was simply the music that was so strong, and all the demos like we had, even like 4 years ago when we were on the like kind of edge of will we continue or not. There were like, I think there were Janne, Vellu, and me only in the band, like three members, and now we are 6 guys. So I'm really happy, and we are fortunate that we kept going. So the music was the biggest reason. Like we had all these the sketches of the new songs, and I was like, we have to continue. These songs are so good, and now they are on the album and they're coming out. So I'm really happy that we stick together.
And can I ask you, how did you come up with the idea for your band name?
That was actually the other founding member of the band, Kari. I think he derived the idea from a progressive rock band called Camel, and it was their live album, I think made in the 70s or something. So that was the kind of first inspiration for the name, and then we started to think about the name, and we liked all this kind of intertextual and like the deeper meanings of it. It has many meanings to it, so it really kind of goes along and reflects the progressive music that we make also really well.
Do you want to add anything to the band name?
No, not really. I'm quite new in the band, so
You didn't make any sacrifices for the band name, right?
not for the band name. Yeah,
But you made already so many sacrifices.
I'm just adjusting to it. So.
Last year, you toured Europe with Flash God Apocalypse and Omnium Gatherum. How was that?
It was really good. I think you had joined the band like 4 years ago, and we had these new songs. Last year was the first year that we released something, so we definitely wanted to, because we had to come back. So we wanted to come back loud. So we needed some big profile gigs, and that's what we really got for those shows. Yeah, it was really cool. We enjoyed touring. And it was really nice to see that, especially in the show in Helsinki, there were like people specifically coming, or we knew that we will come to see us, and they were singing along to our songs. So it was really nice to see after all these silent years. It was really nice to see.
Someone remembers us. Yeah, that's really nice. It was really fun to see some old school fans there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it was really nice. They had old T-shirts on, and
yeah,
nice. That was really cool.
Cool. And can I ask you? That's one of my favorite topics. What's the craziest thing you guys have ever done on tour?
I don't know, what can we tell it?
Yeah, I don't want you to be arrested or something.
Well, you
Could
know.
Yeah, I want to hear them. Did you also make sacrifices on tour?
I wouldn't be surprised. No, I didn't actually. Other people made during the tour actually, but yeah. But what are the good stories?
I will tell kind of an easygoing story from the last show on this last tour with Omnium Gatherer and Flesh God Apocalypse. There was a fan who asked for our signatures to his butt, so we and it was
Dedicated fan.
and it was a male fan, so we wrote our names.
Nice
I'm not sure
memories.
if I have done that before, but it's a check mark now on the checklist.
Yeah.
On the bucket list. Yeah.
Yes.
Signatures on the butt. So
So guys, if you want to get the attention of your favorite bands, just you know what to do now.
Yeah. This is like the latest memory. We have many, like from like 10 years behind, but yeah.
there are other ways to contact the band also. Yeah, so no worries.
And what's your biggest dream for the future?
The biggest dream is that we could like grow the band activity a little bit. We could get some good profile gigs, and just to be active. I think that's the most crucial thing. If we stay active, I think the results will also come. Our kind of little defect in the past has been that we've been like active for 1 or 2 years, and then we could have had like a few silent years. So maybe that's something that we don't want to repeat anymore. So now we have a good group of guys and a decent amount of media coverage as well. The new album is coming, good profile gigs. So we want to stay active.
Yeah, I wanna, at least at personal level, and I think it's with all of these guys that we want to get to a certain level and stay there. That's maybe the goal, because I know the potential we have with the new songs and this group. So we want to see where we can get with this stuff, and hopefully stay there. Keep on working, like Vili said. So that's the aim. But there are no certain specific goals to be put at this moment. We are not 20-year-old guys anymore, so we have to be realistic as well. We know the business and stuff, so we just see where this leads us. We're going to work as hard as we can, and let's see where it takes us.
Yeah, I must say that we have some like good collaboration partners. So, and also quite high players in the market, but they also want to see that we are active and we can grow the band.
Yeah.
So if we can stick with that plan, so I think some nice results would come in a few years. That's what we definitely hope.
Yeah.
I think your new album is a great start for that.
Yeah, definitely. That helps.
Yeah, we're really proud with the album, so we're gonna be really excited to let everybody have a listen.
This Friday, guys, and we will put the link here in the description where you can pre-order the album. Yes.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
Goodbye from the Music Interview Corner.